GTT are delivering 32 townhouses for Homes New South Wales. We're super excited about it. GTT as a business, we offer a kit of parts solution for housing. So that is a flat pack system, a bit like an IKEA bookcase, but we do that for the full house structure. So what we're doing for Homes is 16 different sites across Western Sydney, pack of 2 houses on each as a duplex. So that's a continuous party wall between them. 4 bedroom each side, 2 stories, and we're providing the full kit of parts for that, as well as the engineering, design, and the full delivery end to end. We'll be delivering a duplex off the production line every single week, so 1 a week, and we'll be installing those in about 4 days.
The housing crisis is something that we're all aware of, and I think that GTT has a role to play in that, and it's very visible to the team here that we can contribute in a way where we can bring homes to people in need in a fast, high quality product that people will love to live in.
So the housing crisis that exists today is a result of needing to deliver 250,000 homes a year, approximately. The market can only deliver about 160,000, and to be honest, we're off that. So what we're looking to do is to help fill that gap. With the scale that we offer, obviously with a couple of thousand homes a year out of a single factory, numerous factories across different suppliers and GTT ourselves, we can get there. So moving from a manual on-site constructed methodology to an off-site precision-built approach, we create project certainty for the outcome. So we know the quality we're getting. We know the speed that can be achieved through the production line and on site with the delivery. With us, when we tell you that it takes a week to build a duplex down the line, that is backed up by the stats. We know exactly that's how long it takes. On site, we know exactly how long it takes to install a panel. So the certainty that you get by using our system increases drastically compared to conventional construction.
If we were to deliver this in the traditional method, in a consecutive moment, one after the other, we would need a massive team on site, and it would take 18 to 20 months to deliver it.
With off-site manufacturers, you've got a very small time gap between procurement and manufacture, so you don't get those huge price increases that you would if you were dealing with on-site, which has quite a bit of a lag between purchasing the product and pricing it initially. Other benefits you have is we don't get rain in the factory, so you don't have any rainy day delays.
We get the answers up front, which means that we can control the costs, we can control the materials, we can control the timeline, and we can control output at the end. So there's no surprises in the manufacturing world, whereas in the traditional method, there's a lot of we can check it on site or we'll deal with that later, which inflates costs and materials, waste, labour, and time delays.
The more waste you reduce, the more cost you save, and also the cost to export waste from a site is heavily reduced as well.
And then the sustainability factors. So we know how much timber we're using. We can optimise every stick of timber so that we don't create any waste. And the use of cladding, the types of product we're using can all be finely tuned to meet the most sustainable values that the client might demand. From GTT's perspective and role on the Homes New South Wales project, we are the full design and construct principal contractor. So we sit across everything from early concept design, where we've analysed every site, looked at how to optimise the use of the kit of parts on that site, and we've just recently completed all of the CDC, so that's the Complying Development Certificate process for all of the sites. That's 16 different sites, 32 houses. In parallel to the CDC process, we have run also the detailed design process. So that is putting the nuts and bolts into the documentation and the modelling to inform the machines and the robotics to then produce our panels and our product, which also informs the installers. So the installers have every detail they need for putting these panels together. So it's like an IKEA install guide. So we've produced that in parallel to the CDC packages. We've also been working on the site works. So we've taken site possession across the 16 sites, have been putting in services, laying down the slabs, cutting sites, dealing with the earthworks, all of the different intricacies that you have with site works, we've been handling that as part of our scope as the DNC builder.
So if we get this process right for Homes New South Wales, it could be a game changer for the Australian residential construction industry. We all know that there's a shortage of builders and resourcing at the moment, and I feel like this design process will help address those issues.
Many years ago, when I was working in the North Sea on oil and gas rigs in the nice cold weather up there, everything has to obviously be manufactured off-site to then be dragged by tugs. So a rig gets dragged by a tug, dropped onto a 50 cents piece in the North Sea to link up to a wellhead. So that kind of tolerancing, accuracy, and how construction engineering was done out there is what kind of shaped my focus on off-site modern methods of construction. Then the move to Australia came with my wife and kids, and modern methods of construction in this market was a growing market, and it was very clear that there was an opportunity there for a business to come in and establish a kit of parts system, exactly what we're doing.
The difference between design for construction and then DFMA, which is design for manufacturing, is that we are thinking of the end product from the very beginning and how we're going to get there. It's very traditional to say, in the traditional method, to have like check on site, or we'll get to that detail on site when we need to. That's not what we do. We address every little detail, skirting sizes, what thickness is your carpet, where's the toilet going to go, all up front, so that when we're manufacturing, we are not touching that design. It is rolling through to the end product. The magic starts really when we get the design from the architect. We have given them our parameters, what they can and cannot do, and what's best for our kit of parts system. When we get that model, we then start pulling it apart, breaking it down into the elements, and then we work with our engineers and our team to design what's going to work not only for the production line, but also for the install team on site, and most importantly, the client, the end product, what's going to be the best quality for them.
So what we do is we take your design, which will be in a Revit 3D model, we'll put it into our system, which is HSB design. So it takes that model, puts it into our system. We'll then add the detail required for our machinery and manufacture. So cladding details, insulation types, product build-ups. It then takes that 3D model and converts it into coding, which then feeds into our automated machinery, so then it can be manufactured.
I like to describe our GTT design process like file to factory. So we need all that information up front in our files, timber members, cladding types, flashings, how it's actually going to be joined on site. That all needs to be resolved in the design to create that file that talks to the factory and runs the machines.
The cost saving for Homes New South Wales is significant because instead of modelling for 16 individual projects, you're able to take one model, which you've done once, and replicate that 16 times. We've pushed the variation into the slab detail, which then means from the slab up, they're basically identical. You get significant time saving in the design process, but also in the manufacture process because we've been able to replicate a single model and the single design 16 times.
Per development, which is 2 townhouses joined together, we are creating 110 elements. So there's 1,760 elements for the 32 townhouses. That means also 1,760 crane lifts, 1,760 framing components, 1,760 wall line components going through the factory.
If you can replicate a single design multiple times, you get significant savings in time, significant savings in cost, and significant reduction in waste. So being based here in the GTT hub in orange, we're able to integrate directly into the factory. We're able to get fast feedback on data, but also work closely with the factory team, iron out any creases, and very rapidly change and innovate to streamline the process.
That feedback loop is as simple as myself walking down there and standing with the team, working through the construction of a panel as it comes down the line. And it is an instant feedback loop. We can make things better for the next project. We can add things, we can take things away at an instant. So it's an incredible benefit to the Homes New South Wales project.
Some of the key benefits that we've extracted from this project with Homes New South Wales are we've now got a very strong standard design for duplexes, two-storey townhouse style product, which we plan to roll out with Homes New South Wales on other projects. So that will fast track the design. But also we can take those learnings and put those into other developments with other private developers if they have a slightly different brief. The design adjustments can be subtle, still give you a different aesthetic feel, but ultimately the kit apart system is very much based on the same rules. So that means that we know from a timing perspective, cost perspective, and certainty of completion when we price a job for you. We know we're getting this right. With the trajectory and the direction of travel that we're going on at the moment, with the kit apart system that we offer, GTT is really making a bright future for construction here in Australia.